Well, hello everyone. Here's Neil Reamers, aka Cloud Chief, and I'm getting ready to start my live stream of Ninja Gaiden. I remember playing this game as a kid. It was just a lot of fun. It was also just really hard. And it just has a really, deep story to it, too. It's just that it would have everything you'd want in, a NES game. Especially a game where you're a ninja. I'll make sure to, have all the cutscenes and go over everything. I remember as a kid, though, cleaning up the basement where I had, my Nintendo, and would just have this cutscene, looping. Just so I could watch, the two ninjas run at each other and just, whatever attack hit their swords. It's kind of funny. I will get my revenge. But if you haven't played this game, it is ridiculously hard. It's one of those platformers where when you get hit, you'll get knocked back. And there's just pits, and there's all kinds of things that are just make the game difficult. But the thing is, it's actually very rewarding. Because when you beat it, you're just like, yeah, I beat it. You feel really accomplished. Ah. I want that. Ah, whatever. I believe that was a ninja star. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a ninja star, because I'm not going to have any weapons to go beat this guy. This guy's easy. Yeah, very easy, just stands there and lets you hit him. Blah. I can't speak right now. Who are they? They seem to be following me. Who's there? Just a girl. Get out of here. I love that. She's holding the gun, but then just scrolls down. Oh. What is this statue? Someone's coming, be careful. But I definitely recommend, if you're going to go through and play the Ninja Gaidens, definitely check this out. The second one was definitely my favorite. I also think the second one was by far the easiest one. Not to say that the game was easy, because it's not. Any Ninja Gaiden game is difficult. And from my understanding, even the new ones are really difficult. And I've never even played them. Yeah, that's the worst thing about this game is that, you know, the enemies they just keep respawning as soon as they scroll off the screen. So it's like unlimited enemies. And some of the later stages are absolutely ridiculous. These beginning stages are pretty easy when you've done them before. Leave that. Doing really good since I have 80 points. Like, the one, you'll see like these blue or orange, they're like little squares with some like Japanese symbol in them. Essentially, it'll accumulate points. You can see... What? Okay. Where it says 47 was up to 90 or 95, I think. Yeah, those right there. Once you accumulate them, you can use, you know, the whatever item you have. Like right now, I have fire, and it consumes that. Like, yeah. So that way you're only limited on how much you can. Really? And with this guy, you actually can destroy his chain thing. You just have to be attacking it. I think it's just much easier just to duck under him and just keep whacking him. But the bosses do get progressively difficult. The cutscenes are cool in this. Ryu Hayabusa. How cool would it be, that name, if your name was Ryu Hayabusa? It is also kind of funny with the whole Street Fighter Ryukenden thing, since Ken's his father in this, and then you're Ryu. Surprised Capcom didn't try and sue, Tecmo for that. Light and the shadow. Oh, nice, got it. Bye, friend. I do love though in this game how you have, you know, birds and cheetahs and all kinds of things. These things just really don't like ninjas. Whoa. The birds are absolutely horrible. They're one of the things I hate the most in this game. Because they just, like, fly right at you. Bazooka guys. Actually, I think there's a one-up. I'd like to... Ooh. Never mind then. I think if you go all the way... Yeah, down the bottom there. That's a one-up. I do find it funny that it's just like birds hanging in place is the thing for items. Ah. Well, that stinks. At least in this game, they set it up. I think they realized how difficult it was. And you have unlimited continues. But when you die, you go back to, like, the beginning area. Actually, that's not true either. Well, yeah, you would go back to wherever the start of you're at. Like, I'm at 3-2. But if you die, you're gonna go, like, what's the last ladder or section you were at. But then there's a big, like, screw you over for, like, the last boss and last section stages in terms of that. But we'll get to that when we get there. Ugh. Well, at least I have plenty of, Really? Nice. It's funny too, because he almost looks nothing like what he did in the cutscene. You'd think you'd try and find a place to hide it, yeah. You'd think you wouldn't take one with you when you're gonna go there, but... And actually, I love this one part in the cutscene coming up. This is also one of my favorite things. Another reason why I really like the game. This dude, who's this? I think his name's Foster. Yeah. He's real annoying because he plays a big part in 3. Hit all that ellipses. Guardian Day Maze? The Jokio. That's just probably already knew that. That's what he just told you. So you know about that? And here you go, because they fly in, do a little hop and pop here. So that I was like, yes, he's parachuting in. And that was before I ever went skydiving. Ah! I do like how they dropped you off right next to the temple. Ah! And here's where the game starts to get hard. This stage is definitely difficult with lots of pits and lots of ninjas and more birds. That's right, I forgot about the little jack-o'-lantern head dudes. Definitely want to use that stop time because, yeah, there's all kinds of ninjas and stuff that, yeah, drop here. Nice. Really? So now it's candles instead of birdies. I haven't been keeping up on what the items are. Or the things are that give you items. Whew. Ah! I thought I still had the red ninja star. Come on, dude. Okay, that was annoying. Whew. Dang it. Tried jumping. At least I didn't set me back too far. The other thing I really like about that one ninja star. Really? Oh, come on! Oh. There's little, like, jar things. They're just points, so you don't... Yeah, I don't even want that. So he did that first try, but couldn't do it before. Now the dogs. You only have to kill the one. The other one doesn't, like, take damage. I've also had it where they'll, like, respawn. I'm not sure what causes that. Nice. This is a pretty cool cutscene after that. No. Have a nice day. See, like, why would you bring the statue when you're going there? Yeah. Especially if you know he needs both statues. Just the logic on that just doesn't make sense to me. And then this place, I'm not a fan of this place. You run into these white guys that have like this boomerang thing, and they're just a pain to deal with. And then those things, the little like monkey things, they stink too. Yeah, those guys are just not a fan of them. I'm having problems for some reason doing the, like, climbing off of one wall. Ugh, yeah. I think there's health. Yes. Yeah, I really don't like those things. There's just a lot of enemies in this I don't like, because they're just really irritating. Ah! Like all that going on. Whew. And I think this is the one part where yeah, you're supposed to drop off the one thing, but I've always died doing that, so I do this. You just jump through the wall. And this part has some really tough spots. You have this one part where you have, I think it's right here, all these flying ninjas. Yeah. I mean, you see what I mean. Just fly by and just kick you into the pit. I'm just gonna get out of there, not even gonna worry about the items. Actually, there should be coming up. And that stinks. Yeah, but coming up there should be one of those fire wheels. Which is really good because the next part's difficult. Come on, guys! Yeah, go, go, go! You want to get as much as that fire wheel as you can. I'm fine with taking that hit. Really? And I think that's it. I think I'm pretty much at the boss. Yep. This fight's pretty difficult. Basically, you just want to get up and just slash them as fast as possible. Shocking twist, he's still alive. So now, yeah, Act 6, it's the last act. But this is the hardest part of the freaking game, by far. Which, of course, it should be, since it's the last stage. Come on! Ugh! Nice. I just wanted to get there. At this point, yeah, I'm just gonna die. Because I'll start right here. It is funny that this is like one of the... It's considered definitely one of the hardest games. Just bar none. It's definitely not the hardest. There's, of course, harder games, but... Considering, you know, most of the time people will look at a game that gives you, like, unlimited continues, and especially when you can just, like, restart wherever. Oh. Yeah, when you can just restart wherever, you know, they're generally easy games. Not this one. You get unlimited continues and So basically unlimited lives, but game's really difficult. Flying ninjas. I should have just gone. Seriously? Alright, so I have one life to get through just this section. And I think, yeah, this part coming up right here, this is what I definitely consider the most difficult part in the game. Because you just have so much stuff coming at you. And definitely, I make sure to scroll that dude off the screen. Well, that stinks. The worst part is, once you get to the boss, regardless of how many lives you have or any of that, if and when you die at any point through the series of bosses you have to fight at the end, if at any point during the series of bosses you have to fight at the very end, if you die, regardless whether you have lives or not, you have to start all the way back at the beginning of 6-1. So I have to go back to the area I was at before here. Which is what just makes it so difficult. So you can't just, like, you know, retry the boss. You have to trek through all this stuff again. And yeah, that's what the biggest problem, just pits. Just endlessly spawning enemies too. Ugh, really? I could have swore I threw the ninja star, and it looked like I did. I'll have to check the footage of that later. Really? Just having all kinds of problems here. Okay, I'm guessing it won't let me throw a ninja star when I'm like off the screen like that. When I'm up where, you know, all the text and everything is. Stop it! Okay, this is the second time I've jumped off that platform and just missed. Stupid flying ninjas! When, yeah, I had nothing to do the attacks. What the? That's the other thing. Not that it's come into effect so far, but the game has timers also. I was hoping I could jump past him, but alrighty. Come on, you stupid birds! Stop it! Yes, I'm sorry. I think that this part right here is by far the hardest part in the game. The whole next section that you have to go through is easier than this, because they just keep throwing. Oh, man! Say, please stop. At least I have 2 lives going through this section. Okay, well that really stinks. Got through that and then just fall off the side. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay, I gotta watch for that soldier. I think I have it otherwise. Whew! Let's hope I can make it to the next section. Nice! Woohoo! So now this is the last section. And I feel like I should probably just die since I'm low health and all that shabam. Yeah, I remember just really disliking this area. But at least I start back at this area. Don't have to worry about the last section. Whew! Freaking... Stop throwing billions of enemies at me! I'm thinking at that point, I mean, I should have made a better jump, but yeah, it's just to go. Yeah, that works much better. Ah. There should be some life coming up. Stupid freaking birds. This is, I think, the last area, and this should be some health. At this point, I just need to try and go. Nice! Now let's just hope I can beat it first try. Because if I die at this point, you go back to the beginning. The Masked Devil. I remember as a kid, I never actually beat this first boss. This is where I'd always give up, because then die and start back at the beginning. But it wasn't until I ended up buying this on the SNES, because they made a cartridge. There was all three of them on one cartridge on Super Nintendo. Really? Which is pretty cool. The only thing I didn't like about it is they made you use the A and B button. And for that, it was like you'd rather use... I think it's the Y button. Yeah, you would have wanted to use it, the B and Y button. Use B as jump and Y as your attack. It was hard with the angle it was at to do them with A and B. Now let's hope I can beat this guy. This guy's a pain in the butt. Like, you gotta just keep avoiding the fire. Ah. I just gotta have patience. That's not good. Son of a gun, now I gotta get to do all that again. Yeah. Try to jump backwards, like... Yeah, it's... You just don't go anywhere. Nice. Whew. So I don't really want them. Nice! Nice! It's 2 hits. I just need to make sure I don't actually run into him. Nice! Much easier with the fire when I don't have to worry about it. Just dodge his fire and then throw mine back. Now let's just hope I can beat the last boss. We got the lunar eclipse just started there. It wouldn't happen that fast, but all right, here we go. Ah. Not doing good. Oh ho ho! With 6 hits left. I have to do all of this again. There it is! And of course that time I didn't get hit once by one of the little fire things. I actually didn't get hit once at all for the boss, just the one time you knocked the head off. Whew! Well, we did it until we won. Sadly, the game that should have taken like 45 minutes with cutscenes took 2.5 hours, but... Yeah, I will definitely make sure I edit that before I put it online. Don't need 3 hours of dying over and over again. So, enjoy the ending of Ninja Gaiden. Yeah, and Foster's the bad guy in 3. This is definitely the hardest of the original NES Ninja Gaiden, so. As you can tell after, was it, hours of trying to grind the last levels. Staff, all these guys should be shot for their making this game so difficult and frustrating gamers. It's still a good game regardless. Honestly, it's more satisfying that it's, you know, so difficult, but it is frustrating just to die at all on the boss and then you have to start at the beginning. It would have been much better if they just did that on the continue, but I believe that it does the same thing for, well, the second one that doesn't start you back at, we'll say 6-1, it just starts you back at 6-3 or 4 or whatever would have been that last area. So it's easier in that aspect. You do have to run through the last part, but that can be helpful too because in the second one you can have like shadow ninjas, which are awesome. You can basically have 3 of you on the screen attacking, and when you use weapons, it throws all 3 of them. Second one's probably my favorite. And it's probably the easiest one, but again, it's not easy. I hope you enjoy this Let's Play. I haven't even figured out what I'm going to do next week. And at this point, I'm not going to worry about it because I'm just happy to finish this game. And hopefully we'll see you next time.